So if you do some background check on the past of those who are in prison, and many of them, they come from broken families. And most of them, they grew up, either the father was physically absent or the father was emotionally absent. Okay? And sometimes, they suffered from abuses from the hands of their father. And usually most of the criminals, it has because of that background. And that's why it's really very important of the duty of a father in a home. Okay? Because the father's love gives identity to their children. And for their children, when they experience the love of their father, they grow up secure, not insecure. Okay? They grow up secure. They have that self-esteem. And for us, even for those who have not committed any criminal acts, we all suffer from some form of insecurity and poor self-esteem. And the reason behind that is because our fathers, they couldn't love us perfectly. And we need to learn how to forgive them. I know sometimes it's hard, maybe for some people to really forgive their father, but we need to forgive them. Yeah, because they're doing the best that they can. Maybe they're just imparting to us what they've received from their own fathers, who are also not perfect. That's why for everyone, not just Christians, okay, even atheists, agnostic, even the nuns, deep inside, there's the desire for the Father's love. Maybe they're not conscious about it. There's a desire for that Father's love. And that's why in John chapter 14, if you read it from verse 8 to verse 10, Philip, a disciple of Jesus, said to Jesus, "Lord, show us the Father, and we will be satisfied." That's the yearning for all of us, from all of us. Show us the Father's love, and we will be satisfied. Okay? And what did Jesus say? Jesus says, "Have I been with you all this time, Philip, and you still do not know me? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, 'Show us the Father'? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? The words that I say to you, I do not speak on my own, but the Father who dwells in me does his works." Okay? So, Jesus is here to reveal the Father to each and every one of us. And it's in our gospel also today. It says here, no one knows the Son. It says here, "All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows who the Son is except the Father, or who the Father is except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son chooses to reveal him." So the Son, Jesus, is here to reveal the Father's love to each and every one of us. And for me, growing up, my father was emotionally absent to me when I was growing up. So I grew up very insecure, very poor self-esteem. And, I always tried to please people and fear of being rejected by them. That's why there was a desire to be perfect, being a perfectionist. Wanting to be perfect so that people I will get the approval of people. And it's very tiring. I wasn't myself growing up, right? I tried to please everyone. And everyone has a different taste. Okay, so I wasn't myself. And that's the problem, right? Like when we don't experience the love of the Father in our lives, we're very insecure. We're not secure, insecure. And that's a sign of very low self-esteem. And our self-esteem is based on what people think of us. That's why there's a drive to be successful. Okay? So that we would receive the praises of people. The problem with that is that when people praise us, we have good self-esteem. When people criticize us, we have poor self-esteem. So it's like a roller coaster ride, and it's tiring. It's tiring. Our self-esteem is not based on what we do. It's based on who we are. It is knowing that we are children of God. That we are beloved sons, beloved daughters of God the Father. That's why we're called human being. We're not called human doing. Right? We need to know who we are first. Okay? Before whatever we do. Okay? And that's why it's really very important for us to know the love of the Father in our lives. And Jesus is there to reveal us. When you go closer to Jesus, Jesus will reveal it to us. But there's also private revelations given by God the Father that we could read so that we would know. There's a private revelation given by God the Father to this nun in Italy. Her name is Mother Eugenia Elizabeth Ravasio. So she was born in September 4 in 1907. Okay? And in 1932, God revealed messages to her. And you could look into that. It's you could just type in "The Father Speaks to His Children," and there's a website called FatherSpeaks.net. Okay, and you could download the messages given to Mother Eugenia, and God the Father calls Mother Eugenia "my beloved daughter, my little plant." And beautiful, those messages. And God the Father was telling Mother Eugenia, I thirst and I desire to be known, to be loved, and to be revealed to all mankind. Okay, and you could, and there's an imprimatur given to this, okay, given in 1989. And for us who's struggling to experience the love of the Father in our lives, I highly encourage you to do a novena. There's a novena in that website to the God the Father. It's a beautiful novena that we all could do. Okay? Because we all need, just like what Jesus said, right? What Philip said, right? Reveal to us the Father so that we will be satisfied. And we all want to be satisfied in this world, right? But we can't be satisfied from the things of this world. We only could be satisfied if we experience the love of the Father in our lives.